EXOBORNE is a very popular upcoming extraction PvPvE shooter, which has gained a lot of attention in the gaming community. Despite not being particularly interested in this genre, the playtest from the 12th to the 17th of February revealed to me both the positive and negative aspects of it. The game shares similarities to other online looter shooters, battle royales, and extraction-style gameplay. Let's just hope that it doesn't fail to deliver on the promises, like many of them have before. Starting off with the issues, a playtest often features automated players to test the servers and also to test the technical issues before releasing a game to the public. The playtest featured AI players appearing suddenly out of nowhere in the default game mode, which felt very mundane and did not provide much satisfaction. You can see here that my teammate was on the other side of the tunnel that we had just cleared, and I was at the other side looting some of the NPCs. Entering the tunnel, 2 players spawned and were easily dispatched. It's a pretty common thing you're going to see on this game mode, players spawning right on top of you when your back is turned. Now, I would love to give the benefit of the doubt, but with how many games have this kind of a feature, if they can create AI players, they can keep a game alive even if it doesn't do well. It's essentially a PvE with artificial players outside of your own team if you're playing in the standard game mode. So when a player defeats a whole team by themselves, this is frequently done to give them an imaginary sense of achievement. As a first impression, it isn't a good approach to marketing a game. It's possible that this is just for the playtest, but player versus player is the main focus of a PvP game in a PvE setting. Before you can enter a high-risk game mode fighting against other players with high stakes, you will have to fight against AI players for about 4 to 5 hours with a real group of players. One problem that I had with a high-stakes game mode was the NPC AI seemed a little unfair, especially because I could only ever seem to play it solo rather than with a squad, while crashing completely if I tried to wait for others. There were a few issues with using the grappling hook while traversing terrain. You could sometimes become trapped in animations for a short duration or phase through walls for a moment, causing the AI to become alerted to you and swarm you for no reason. And aside from those 2 issues, nothing else comes to mind. The story based on the cutscenes appears to be how the military or the government used exosuit commands against the will of the operator, who was controlled and compelled to gun down civilian protesters until some type of resistance was formed. Through the plot dialogue, you are assigned goals. You'll find yourself fulfilling chores for this organization, which will allow you to gear up and tackle some of the higher content much more quickly, providing a lot more motivation to play apart from wanting to fight other players.